Alright, assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to the CAS video update. Alright. CAS the coin that doesn't go down, right? The coin that loves to stay up all the time. So you cannot actually bet on a blood, very big blood on CAS as well. I was watching the 1 year candle and it seems like the 1 year candle is pretty huge for CAS right now. You can see that it started off last year in 2023, just a very small dot right there, and this whole here has just been a massive big green candle. It actually even is more visible on the 6 months time frame, so you can see that it's just on an uptrend right now. Okay, so 3 more months to actually close this candle and you're gonna complete the higher time frames. But this is just for fun actually. And let's go back into the daily. And on the daily time frame, well, okay, so I was talking about it, and I'm going to remove this head and shoulders, which was invalidated. You can see how big one left shoulder, head, right shoulder move down, still continue to go up. Very big fake out right there. Okay, a lot of people may have been disappointed by that move right there. I understand, and that's completely understandable. The next thing that I want to see as well is that you potentially may have the scenario of first top here and the second top right there. Does that sound any logic? Because I do believe that this may turn into a double top, but then again, it's CAS, and when you talk about CAS, you don't want to bet against CAS. But at some, it's, to me, this coin personally, personal opinion is, I don't have a very strong opinion, but just if I had an opinion, one opinion is that maybe the coin is trying to win a lot of trust initially before trying to move down. And the reason why it just keeps pushing up and up is because everyone at some point just believe that this thing doesn't want to go down at all, and then all of a sudden, after all this pump to the upside, now everyone is thinking that maybe we actually do need to go down, and then they open up the short position and then boom, go down, but then again get disappointed and then try to move to the upside. So maybe it's time that the trust get won by the coin itself. And there's one pattern here. You can say that you almost got like a cup going on there with the handle right here, and this technical target still is pending if we talk about it. So I'm going to take the trend line there to top to bottom and place the trend line wherever this one breakout, and you can see that there is a technical target that is suggested on this little bit of a pattern right here, and that's 0.07 if we look at it that way. Now you never know one thing, and that is if you do end up making this as your first top, second top, hit your head, come down, break below here, and you do have a very big M formation right there. So I'm just going to take this trend line, place the trend line down here. This is where the neckline is going to be. Now let's say things get worse and you try to come down like this, and you take this neckline, you lose this trend line as well. So you do have a technical target back down again to 0.02, which previously wasn't met. You did have previously the target due to this head and shoulder there, but you never really went down, and then you pump back up. Now there's one more thing, and that is on the 4-hour time frame. And if I do bring in the 4-hour time frame, you may say that this is another left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder being printed out. So let's say you end up losing the trend lines, which is actually this right here. So the trend line is pretty declining this time around. You can see that the neckline is going down like this. So this is more like a declining head and shoulders, and you can take the trend line right there, top to bottom. Yeah, so you break below and you're looking for a move down, almost near, it takes you down to the second neckline of the double top, which is 0.036, right? So that's it for this update on CAS. And let's say eventually if you do break above, the best scenario, right, if you break above this double top, 1 2 3, okay, so we need to see CAS come above, break something, do something like this, and then you potentially could be looking at this technical target that is going on. Now I may have confused you, I just realized it, but I'm going to make things simple for you. Now first of all, for some reason it looks like this is a cup and handle, and we may even just say that that as long as you're not coming down here to 0.034, okay, if you're not losing 0.034, then you should be eventually coming up here, because that's a pattern that shows a technical target up there, okay? And if you end up coming to 0.034, you come under the pattern itself, and the target doesn't get in play anymore. Second thing is, if you are looking to come to 0.02, we actually need to go below the neckline itself, hit the neckline, and then go to 0.02 basically, which hasn't happened. Another thing is that you do have a potential 0.036 technical target if and only if you do lose this mini neckline on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so it's a different time frame on different time frames. Sorry, different pattern on different time frames, and you have to act according to how those patterns, if they're breaking, you take the trade. If they're not breaking, they're still not in play. It's just a pattern. Simple. So that's it for this update on Kaspa. I'm going to see you the next one in the office.